going to hit that and see what happens. Excellent connection. All right. So far, so good. But then again, it's only showing the please stand by, but I'm showing no dropped frames.
All right, all right.
You know.
Do I still have? I do still have that mute. Okay, gotcha. We're gonna put that over there, and we'll put this over here because there's no news stories for me to open, which that's fine.
Yep. And it just sent out the thing in Discord. Oh, guess what? I found out there's a Discord plugin. You should look into getting one of these probably. The Stream Decks. Oh, you can't see. You can't see because
I have.
I went to hold it to my camera, forgetting that I don't have my camera selected, so you can't see it.
I have the Stream Deck
Like
iPad app.
Ah, okay. Well, there is a plugin for Discord. So, like,
in your face, Cthulhu.
I've got the soundboard on my Stream Deck.
Okay.
I don't have that many because I also have to swap I have all the settings.
Yeah.
Oh, some.
One watching. Started streaming 87 seconds ago.
Are you the one watching?
I'm the one watching, and I'm also hearing myself. Wonder if that's...
But you're hearing yourself. That was an improvement on previously.
I'm hearing it bounce back, so that's... Hey, it's a face.
Yeah,
and
there
a blank
we go.
screen.
But yeah, because I haven't brought in you yet, so.
I'm getting aggravated.
Uh-oh.
With iTunes.
Uh-oh.
And whoever does the licensing and all that bullshit. Because like I'm trying to purchase the songs. I want to give you my money.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have the songs I want on the damn iTunes.
I thought there was a way to like pop out the channel. Oh, there we go.
Like remember the movie Titan AE?
Yeah.
And that song "It's My Time to Fly" by The Urge.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of like The Urge albums on iTunes. Not that song though.
Ah.
I had to tactically acquire it.
Arg.
Even that, the whole like musical opening music to Pirates of the Caribbean, I bought that. I bought pirate music. But I had to pirate other music. Does that balance out? We're going to say that balances out.
Sure. Hey, we got a Rusted Beetle in the chat.
Rusted Beetle! Oh.
Did you purposely crack your voice there?
Did I crack my voice?
I don't know. Because it could have been a drop. Because it was like, Rusted Beetle. No.
Oh, wow. That's...
But I'm not dropping any frames yet, so...
The man said yet. Because we know.
Well, yeah. I mean...
like, we know.
We know.
Could Could you send me Beetle's address? I got a thing to send to him.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Get that Beetle Knight pin from PAX.
Yes, that's right. I don't think you told him.
Well, he knows now.
Now he knows. And knowing is half the battle. It's weird. There's a delay now on the camera. So.
Oh yeah, I can.
I don't know what I did to do that. Maybe it's a setting I didn't. Do what
Nothing,
now?
Beetle. Your hair looks nice.
Do what now? Phil bought you a Christmas present. That's all you need to know.
What in tarnation? Yeah, I'm not activating this new phone until the only thing it's missing is the case.
Mm,
The case is showing up tomorrow.
gotcha. Oh,
But like, I got because it's got 5 freaking camera lenses on the back, so I got those screen protectors. And then
so
I've
is that
got
why you're not
screen
activating it
protector.
yet?
Yeah. Well, also because I want to be able to spend like time going through all of the games on my phone
Mhm.
and making sure they're linked to like online accounts that I just need to log into on another device and
Yeah.
everything ports over. And all of my authenticators.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's write down all those recovery codes and
Yep.
then
All right. The one thing I didn't have going yet was. Wazow. Yeah, so my dumbass, when I redid my computer, reformatted my computer, didn't save all my file. Like, I had like all my files were backed up through OneDrive, but like my settings in OBS, I forgot to back those up. So luckily I had one, but it was like 2 years old.
which guest's name did it have on one of the
I
banners? Oh, it didn't?
No. No, it was back when we were using some of the other services, so like where I had the chat embedded and stuff like that. All right.
Oh, there's 3 people watching.
3 people! Well, oh no, it's probably not me. I was like, well, all right, I want video.
They're not rescheduled. We pre-recorded that. So we're going to
Yeah.
do a cut.
Well, I mean, I'm going to try playing it on the tablet and then. No, that was one reason we needed to do this show. Not only because, hey, we're going to have guests live on Monday, which, by the way, we could have up to 4 guests, maybe. It's all from the same company.
Oh, wow.
So I got to find out if they're all going to be in like one room, which would be nice, versus me trying to find a way to put 3 to 4 other videos on the screen.
Well, you got 2 days.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
But yay, we needed to test it for that.
Just fucking figure it out, man.
Figure it out.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
Oh my god. So now I'm getting the Mighty Ducks, the Game Chasers, the one that they did on Loot Studios. The one they did on Disney Plus. I'm getting recommendations of that in my TikTok stream.
Ah, okay.
And it's fucking Riley is the coach of the Mighty Ducks.
Which one was Riley?
Riley is the hair, I think. At least that's the not. It, I don't know if it was Jonesy or Riley, but the one with the hair.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so I just see him say, "What the fuck was that, pheasants?" And I was like, "Oh my god."
Because I also saw a clip or maybe the trailer of Emilio Estevez, his character. I don't remember his name,
Yeah.
but he's
Gordon
like in his
Bombay.
vehicle next to a construction site, and the jackhammer flings a rock, breaks one of his windows, and he gets out. What the hell, man? And then the guy on the jackhammer, because he's a man now, he's like, Coach, it's me. And it's like, oh, okay, oh wow, we're doing this.
Check this out. This is the dice tower I've been working on.
Oh, you're making a dice tower? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So remember I said all those years that I was gonna do a dice tower, or back in or beginning of the year, beginning of last year, I was like, oh, I could do a dice tower for patrons instead of dice this year.
All right.
So I finally did it and designed a dice tower. But I designed it so like there's this little collar here in the middle so that it could stack. So that the more years you're a patron, you could stack
the bigger your dice tower.
Yeah, the bigger your dice tower gets.
We're gonna try to rival that one at PAX.
Maybe. But like it'll say like boards. I think the Boards and Swords logo will be in the front, and then it'll say like the year on one side and like patron on the other side. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny also if there was like a good quote, but that requires me to do better work about what was a good quote from like that year. And especially 2023 will be the first one I do these for. So most of the people already patron, you'll already get 2 of these because there should be a 23 and a 24 once I do all the prototyping. What are we playing now? Are we playing now? The cat's like up here like swatting like pow, 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 bitch, pow, pow.
Excuse me, sir. I realize that your attention is going to be elsewhere, so I am going to not allow that.
All right, let me go here for a sec, and I'm going to pull up the video and see how that goes.
No, I don't want that. Open. Close that. Let's do this. Where was I? For shame, Beetle. It's okay. You came back. You're the prodigal Beetle.
Well, Beetle also gets credit regardless. He's done enough in the show to give him credit. All right, so it's playing the video. Oh, I need a full. All right, I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, I know the audio's bad, or the audio or everything went black because I'm trying to get this set up.
Chris saw a red screen, so he had to paint it black.
All right, so there's that. Da, 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 da.
nice. Might be able to unlock that. Nope.
I don't know how to get the video. Let me put it back here. I don't know how to get the audio going.
Alt F4. It's answered everything.
Apparently. It's right in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, around then, yeah. Just as we were sort of coming to the end of the lockdowns and stuff over here, but my background is pretty much exclusively in games. I used to lecture in game design and development at a college in Ireland, and prior to that,
So are you guys
alongside
hearing
that,
audio? Because like bars are moving on my
in digital
screen.
development. So
I know you're not
originally
Philip.
a
I mean,
programmer.
like,
Well, hang on. Let me unmute.
And used to work on digital sort of point-and-click adventure games.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I can hear him when I
What's
unmuted
the-
YouTube.
Okay. So there's that. So we've got that going. Now it's just a matter of how do I get that for us to hear? I have no idea. Thinking about that. Probably because I hadn't talking, because I'm trying to figure out how to. I'm trying to get the video playing without. So y'all can hear it, which I've already succeeded at that, but we can't hear it. So I'm trying to figure out why that is. Encoding overloaded. Hey, are you wanting to play or not? Let's see. Let me think. So it's going into there.
Giggity.
I need to hear it. I don't know if I could. I might need to look into that. That might have to be. All right. I may just have to play it, and then you can listen to it through the through the stream.
Yeah.
Because I was there, so I already know what happened. But
Hey, that's my excuse for not watching the podcast.
well,
I
I've
was
also watched it like to edit it as well, so I've seen it a couple times. Because I think the only other way is I'd have to get some sort of software that forwards one audio source into another.
Yeah.
So, all right, enough of that. Okay.
Of course, I don't have enough.
Oh, I need to check this.
Warning.
Watch very closely now. 3, 2, 1. Bzow!
Philip, I think we have at least a I'm not going to say a working, but we have a functional stream.
Yeah. First, I started to hear the horn, the sad horn, but then it messed up.
Okay, that doesn't matter as much.
Okay.
All right. I was playing those honestly to shut off because the other it'll keep playing. Like if I hit the button again, it'll restart the audio there.
Oh, it restarts.
So
It doesn't.
I hit the thing to just cut it off. So
Gotcha.
that doesn't. I'm not gonna mess with those.
Marvel Champions.
What? All right. Well, I'm going to flip us over to, oh, not the intro. We're going to go to the standby screen. Almost got us there for a second. All right, Philip. I think it's time. I got to get the juice flowing. It's 8:17 here. We're well past our bedtime. Well, no, excuse me. Beatles.
Okay.
Beatles bedtime.
Even on a Friday, Beetle?
So, get all loosey-goosey. And I think we're ready to try this out. Let's see if we can get a show going.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Starting the show in 3, 2.
Warning.
Watch very closely now. 3, 2, 1. Bzow! Check that out.
The following podcast features terrible jokes.
You know you can use Hot Wheels cars when you need to make a saving throw in D&D? Every car is die-cast.
Usually about board games.
We want the fun. Gotta have that fun.
Must insist that no one attempt to recreate any joke performed on this podcast.
We had less technical issues than $1 million company.
All right!
This is Boards and Swords.
Good evening, everyone. It's been a while, but new year, new us. It's 2025. Welcome to Boards and Swords. This is a podcast where we have bad jokes, good folks, and some tabletop games. Who am I? I'm Chris Renshaw, and I'm going to flip it over to that guy over there. It's Mr. Philip Herbig.
What's going on, everybody?
How has the new year been for you, sir?
It's 3 days old.
Fair.
We're cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously.
Very cautiously optimistic. Although, as I was leaving work, can you make it just me?
I haven't set that up yet.
You haven't set that up yet? Okay. Well, okay. All right. Everyone, look right here. As I was leaving work, it started to snow.
Yeah,
Ever one of you assholes was hoping and dreaming and wishing for that,
knock it off.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your left shoes. All right.
It was funny because, like, I went outside. I went outside earlier, and I was like, "It looks like snow." Like, you could just you could see the clouds, and it's just got that like white haze. And you're like,
Huh?
"Is it gonna
Like, it's
snow?"
coming.
And Ashley was like, "No, it's gonna happen on like Sunday into Monday." And then later on, she texted me like, "Turns out we're supposed to get a wintry mix today."
It was it as I came south, it turned into more like rain and just wet roads.
the moisture zone that is
Yeah, hit that,
our
like, thermal barrier.
Yeah. It is that whenever you see I'm assuming it's the bay and the river that protect us.
Yeah.
Just like it's like here's DC, here's us, and the snow just like diagonal clear cuts us. Like it'll be blizzard everywhere else, and like, man, it's just really
Everywhere
raining.
else. The real funny one is when it's the two lines and we're in the middle.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's like we have like a snow buffer zone that is around where we are.
But then when it hits, man, it shuts us down for like 3 days.
Well, yeah, because we get an inch of snow.
And then it leaves. And then we're all back.
Because we have bad enough drivers when there's no snow on the ground. So you add in like an inch of snow, and it's just over.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, yeah, Rusted Beetles and snow always hit us in Nova. Like, yeah, it'll be snowing in Nova, and we'll just have a bunch of rain. Like, if I drive 30 minutes north, it'll be snowing. But, so, had technical issues that kept us from streaming. I think I got them fixed. We'll see how this recording goes. But I had an interview that we need to play. You know, they were nice enough to give us some time to talk about Wrath of Glory, the 40K RPG from Cubicle 7. So wanted to make sure that we definitely got that interview out because we're going to have another one on Monday. So, but with that, let's talk some news. And the news is there is no news. So,
No news is good news.
So here's the thing: is when the show was supposed to air, I sat down and did the news, and there was like nothing. It was just a bunch of junk. Like I could have put something together, but it was just not good. And I was like,
end of the year.
Ashley could hear me. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, I need to do some news stories, but I just can't put anything. There's just nothing really good. And she's like, "Why don't you just do a best of?" And then it hit me. I was like, "That's why there's always those best of articles at the end of the year because they don't have any actual content. So then they make their own." So what we have here is I went through all the episodes we did in 2024. And I picked my favorite 10 stories. When I say favorite, it's a couple of different things. The metric is just me. Some of it's based on how important was it to the year. Some of it is just I thought it was quirky enough to talk about and just it fodder for the show. So a lot of different things here. So we'll start off with a couple sad notes on for number 10. We have Atomic Mass ending development of the 2 Star Wars games, X-Wing and Armada. So that, I mean, really sad, but considering pretty much both of us got introduced to miniature games through X-Wing for the most part.
Through X-Wing,
like,
yeah.
We'll say modern miniatures games because, like, we played
because like we were
stuff.
aware of stuff.
Yeah. So, just like it was, everybody saw it coming, but it was kind of sad to see the Star Wars miniatures games go to the wayside. But however, though, people are still playing it. Like there was still a whole big X-Wing tournament at Nova, and it was funny because apparently there's a couple of minis agnostic games that are Starship Battle type stuff because there was one somebody found that's like I don't know if you've ever heard of Battlefleet Gothic. It's a Warhammer 40K space game that there is a Steam version of it.
That's why I know it.
Yeah. But there was somebody came up with like Void Captains or something like that is like a minis agnostic that tries to recapture that feel. And then I was like, hey, you could use. I was talking with other Phil, and I was like, hey, you can use your X-Wing models for that. And he's like, no, I got actual 40K, like because he was around when Battlefleet Gothic. He's like, I've got actual stuff for that. So he was talking about just like giving them to his kids for like as like here's some micro machines basically, go have fun.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, I sold all my stuff. I sold my stuff again for the second time at PAX Unplugged.
Oh, the X-Wing stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So all right, what is it? Dang it, there was supposed to be a way I can... There we go. There we go. There's supposed to be like an easy way for me to swipe it. All right. Yeah, okay. Still cutting in and out. Stuff's overloading, it says here, so I probably have to turn down video settings in the future. But yeah, I'm seeing short buffering bits here. I'll fix the settings for the next show. But hopefully... Or I don't know if I can fix them in the show. Oop, that's not the right thing.
Gonna have to drop us down to 360p.
Oh, no, I just turned the bit rate down. Or turn the bit rate up, actually. See if that helps things at all. Fix on the fly. Yay, now we're streaming like it's 1999.
Is there streaming in 99?
I don't know.
There was Instant Messenger. Remember that much. Well, I mean, that camera by the coffee pot was probably still there.
All right, let me see 1 second here.
Genius use of technology, by the way.
What?
The camera right by the coffee pot.
Oh, yeah.
And then we corrupted it.
Sorry, I'm trying to see. There was a thing I used for some default settings, so I'm trying to pull up the thing that had those settings. Do. Yeah, don't play the video. I don't need you to play the video. No, don't play the video.
Do it.
I just need you to load everything else other than the video. Come on now.
Do it. Do it.
I was like, because everything was in the description. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I probably want to drop it down to 2,400 and above. There we go. That's what I need. Time to use that sweet, sweet Patreon money. Man, the Patreon money funds the website. That's pretty much it.
Got to keep that active.
Yep. All right. So I just applied that. Let's see if that fixes anything. Let me know in the chat. A, let me know when you hear this so I know when the chat's caught up. And then B, let me know if that fixes anything. But yeah, there's I'm using some extra stuff in YouTube. I found out that's one reason there's the delay, because I don't have the delay settings on in mine. But it does it's like a buffer basically to like, it records, like it keeps like a buffer. So if there's a dropout, like with Starlink, then like say it just drops real quick and comes back, then it'll just buffer with that extra 30 seconds or whatever, a minute or so, whatever it uses. So, all right, stuff's saying fine. So we'll see how. Sounds fine. So we'll see how this works. Okay. Nice little mark point for me. All right. So number 9, Ticket to Ride. This is the Embracer getting, so a couple of sad stories in the back, but it had to. This is where Embracer Group started splitting everything off, and Catan got righted with like 900 million euros of debt.
Which, like,
or Asmodee,
looking
not Catan.
back at it and reading that headline,
yeah,
it's like, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, because it's not really freedom from Embracer.
No, it was like, here, go, be free, do whatever you want, and here's €1 billion of debt.
Yeah,
suckers.
Yeah, except for really all it means is we're just splitting off. This is just money marketing issues to split it into separate companies and saddle all the debt with one company so the other companies look fine. And turns out that like they managed to do. I think they took like an investment or some. Or no, they sold off some properties. They sold off some IP they had for like, and managed to get like 600 million of that money. So like it only got saddled with like 400 million of stuff instead of 900 million. So this story ended up, so far, this has become a nothing story. Like it was a big story when it happened, but it's kind of become a nothing story because we just haven't seen any big impacts. Like we're not seeing a lot of products come out of like Fantasy Flight or stuff like that, but that's been the way for a little while.
That has. Yeah, we're not.
One bit of news is, I have heard about the Honey extension lawsuit, but
I just started seeing stuff about that.
But that wasn't us. We did not. I saw the Thor video about that where he talks about like, I was like, oh, that's bad. All right, moving on. I gotta stop that. Number 8. Number 8 was a more recent one. Trench Crusade breaking 1.7 million. And well, of course, now it ended up being like 3 point something million. But this was a big one just because it was tied to bigger properties because of who was on it, but this was fundamentally an indie RPG or indie minis game that managed to pull like 3 million out of nowhere from Kickstarter, and the models have started getting out and like the rule books, like they've been asking for shipping for all that stuff. So the local Discords have been going crazy with people like printing and showing off stuff and getting stuff painted and trying it out. I'm still of the opinion, because it's one of, I guess, I don't know if I would call it a resolution, but it's more of, I need to play more of the stuff I have. It's more of a holiday resolution, because that's what I was like, I need to get stuff around doing what I have. So I'm like, I'm not getting into Trench Crusade until I see like a steady, continuous group playing.
There you go.
On a regular basis before I jump into another minis game. So like once like there's a bunch of hype which has promise, especially in our local area, but like I need those people to act on that hype. Like regular plays at the new store. So
right.
All right. Moving on. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. That's what I need to do. Hey, what are we at? 6?
This was funny.
I had to, just based on the headline alone. The Magic Commander Rules Committee firing itself.
That was great.
Yeah. So this was the Commander team basically firing itself because nobody liked what they were doing, because they kept doing ban lists for primarily social, non-competitive format, or at least it's supposed to be non-competitive.
And that's the wrong headline.
What was that?
Magic the Gathering Commanders Rule Committee bans itself, not fires itself.
Yeah, it was like threats of violence and stuff. People going really, really crazy. Hey, man,
there we go. Beatles got the right idea.
What?
Save that table space for snapshots.
Well, yeah, that's a game I already have. So, yeah, I just thought that just the title alone made it headworthy, and just the fact fallout from this, I'm just kind of looking forward. I don't think we've really seen too much either way of this. There was supposed to be that breakdown they were talking about. I don't know if it was on here. Oh yeah, here it is. Where the idea of a 4-tier powered ranking system. I've not seen anything come of that. So we'll see. And it says buffering again, but I'm going through like brief spurts. We're just gonna kind of press and see where it goes. So, all right. Let's see. What do I have next on here? Oh yeah. This was great. So number 5, we have the Hasbro AI CEO, which, come to find out, we might as well have a regular segment on the show that's Hasbro CEO says something dumb. Because one news bit that you'll see that you'll probably see on next Monday, the Hasbro CEO says that he recently said that any game that's not D&D is considered an indie RPG. And the RPG community is going nutso over it.
What is it? So, all right. So that makes Pathfinder an indie RPG.
Yeah.
That makes. Okay. I'm just going through stuff. I'm like, all right, this is now indie RPGs. Cool. So we
Well,
can,
yeah,
we,
it's
so now I can just say we support indie creators.
yeah. You said
by that
new
lot
segment
all the time.
Cockblocks because his name is like Chris Cox.
Oh yes.
But yeah, we'll talk about it there. There's a tweet that like perfectly sums up kind of what the big feelings are, and I got to find that and pull it up. But this time for number 5, it was like you're going to see more AI in D&D, even though like Hasbro specifically came out and was like, we're not going to have AI in our products. And then the CEO was like, you're going to see more AI. Like, damn it.
My thing is like it's becoming so prevalent.
Yeah.
Some stuff you can tell.
Yeah.
But there's for me it's the there's always some video of like an SU-57 doing that weird cobra stance and then landing on the deck of a carrier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, guys, that's from a video game. But all the people in the comments are like, oh my god, that pilot's so great. I'm like, that's from a video game, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all are not understanding.
Did you see the one where somebody balanced like a tank on a F-35 in one of those games and was like,
yes,
it was in vertical mode and like shooting?
Yeah. And it's like like first off, I don't think the tank would be blocking the airflow.
Yeah.
That front fan.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right.
So, like that's fake, guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some stuff when you look at the they get the AI to like refine it perfectly, and you can like when you look at the eyes, you can tell. But I mean, if you're just quick glancing at it, like, oh yeah, sure, that's real. I saw that. I was walking by Walmart, like I saw that in the parking lot.
Yeah. But
and so I mean, it's you can say you don't want to put AI in your stuff,
and then accidentally do it.
and then accidentally do it because it's just all over the place.
Oh man, I still there was a vid. I mean, granted, I don't like. Yeah, I know my video and audio are out of sync. I haven't fixed that. That's on the to-do list for before Monday. But I don't like when I'm hearing about what it takes to run AI. These like I've been hearing bad things about like these huge data centers that are farming all this AI stuff. How
yeah.
it's destroying everyone's power nearby because of the amount of power it's pulling in. It's degrading everyone's power around it to where like it's gonna start wrecking appliances because like the quality. I don't know the details. You talk to an electrical engineer or look it up. But apparently there's something like you can still get power, but the quality of power gets like out of sync because of the draw that's being put on the system. And it starts hitting and just messing up the electronics because they're expecting a steady quality, basically.
That's it's even in oh yeah, the carbon footprint for AI is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, put the carbon footprint of AI next to like 12 18-wheelers just idling in a parking lot for a month, and the AI is still worse.
Yeah.
Even that's you'll see some like content creators who are like big into editing and photo and all that kind of stuff. They'll have their UPS, but then they'll also have like a power conditioner.
Yeah. I used to have
in
one
the
of those.
same rack.
I used to have a power conditioner. Yeah. But yeah, disclaimer, all the videos I put on TikTok and YouTube, those are cut down through AI. I'm going to try and find a way not to, cuz
The one AI thing that I've been appreciating is when I search for something on Google and you
get the AI summary at the top.
Yes, I'm like, that's what I was looking for to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Especially like because it usually has the the link there, because sometimes if it's specific, I'm like, I don't want to just trust the AI, but I can click the link and look to see where it found it.
Yes.
But I've got a couple of credits left in the plan that does the video, and then I need to find a way of doing it. Because the problem is it just makes it super easy to, when you don't have a full-time job editing stuff.
Yep.
So, all right, let's move on. All right. By the way, another thing you'll notice, so many sites that are no longer in operation that we use for our news, like Dicebreaker, TGN. This one here is the 50 years of D&D Lego set that actually could be used. It says Beatles is so a search engine. Yeah, but a search engine with like actual good results. Which, have you done the thing where like you can do before in a year to like limit your stuff to like try and not get as many like cringy clickbaity articles?
Oh, do all the yeah.
You can do like before 2022
using like all some of the fancy characters.
Yeah.
On the keyboard, trying to
Yeah. But this set I believe we're at 4. This set had to go in there because it's just so cool, and that it was a actual D&D set that you could use in a D&D game. Like it came with all the minis. It had an adventure that used everything in the story as a part of the adventure. But I refuse to eat a soy steak and burger.
Yeah, Beatles like, we could get rid of the cows and AI, we can keep the Fords. No,
I don't know. Beyond Burgers are pretty good.
Everybody switched to Toyota, okay? Because Toyota, the difference between like a Toyota and a European vehicle is the European vehicle, it says, okay, you need to change your oil at 5,000 miles. 5,001, the car will explode. It told you 5,000 miles, you didn't listen. Toyota, they know you're not going to listen.
Yep.
So they'll tell you, 5,000 miles. And then you roll in there at like 12,000. They're like, yeah, you're still good.
Yeah. So, I'll probably never get to play on the 50 years of D&D set, but it was still a cool idea. All right. Number 3, this was just one of those really cool. So NASA releasing its own D&D compatible tabletop RPG. I've not heard anything about this since. So it was kind of a flash in the pan sort of thing, but just the concept of it is still cool on there. And then
that?
I think I downloaded it. I think you downloaded it, put it in the folder.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Rusted Beetle over here with like 4 cars. And of course one of them has to be a beetle.
Is the VW a beetle?
Oh, of course. It has to be. And then I love you got a mini, which is basically like a beetle. Phil's videos now just saying, oh, okay, so it's just all right. So it's just the standards of stuff. All right.
All right. Gallon of gas and a flare, it'll fix everything.
Man.
That would be because...
But I haven't dropped any frames yet. It's just buffering like whoa.
It is. Some of this is me. Give me a second, and I will close some shit in the background.
Oh. No, the VW is a super beetle. I don't even know what a super beetle is.
Got a cape.
Oh, yes. No, that's a spoiler.
No capes.
All right. You ready for number 2?
Number 2.
The Halo Manic game. The
Hey,
Flashpoint.
there we go.
This was really cool. This happens to be this one had to be on here just for the show impact of being that we had already talked to Ronnie, and then being able to just immediately schedule an interview as soon as this news broke and get him on the show like a couple weeks later. So it just had to be a big news piece because that was just kind of a cool piece for the show of just, feeling like actual game media. But I mean, this follow through went really well. I managed to get I got the Spartan box for Christmas, which is funny because I painted the 2 teams that came in the recon box. So I took the minis. So the campaign box, or sorry, I keep saying campaign box. The Spartan box comes with basically double everything that comes in the recon box. So I just took the minis that I had painted out of the recon box and put them in the Spartan box, and took those minis and put them in there. So it's like an unpainted set back in there. And then I just gave it to the store as like a demo copy because it says demo across the front.
Oh, nice.
So like, it's like I couldn't sell it or anything because it had that, and it'd be kind of weird too anyways.
Yeah.
So I just gave it to them, and because like I don't need everything that's in there is already in the Spartan box. So, but now I have Master Chief. And there's also a couple of really cool pieces, like the Recon version came with only paper mats, but the Spartan version comes with actual boards, like a board game board map,
nice.
which I'm always a fan of that. And then the box is bigger, so I can hold everything in there without I had to deconstruct the terrain every time, so now I can keep it constructed and in the box because I like it when things have it. All right. Ready for number 1? Do you want to know what I put for the number 1? Any guesses?
A lot of shit's happened this year.
All right, well, last year, you mean?
That one.
So number 1, purely based on the absurdity of it, is I had to do the... Oh, I must be off. We'll get back to that. Number 2 is the Gundam TCG.
Okay. Yes. Edition beta.
Edition beta. Update, we still don't have any news on whether our store is going to be able to get this or not, but it's going to be one of those that, like, I'm waiting. I'm telling the store owner, like, message me directly when you can do pre-orders because I will give you money.
I will give you money too.
So we'll see.
You have at minimum 2 buyers.
Yeah. Well, no. Almost every person I've talked to that like plays TCGs is like, I'm in on a Gundam TCG.
I will fight them for first and or second.
I didn't notice this. It looks like there's dice in this game, or there's special dice at least. I didn't notice that. But yeah, we don't have any news other than that this game's going to do gangbusters. Okay, yes. The next one should be number 1.
There we go.
The Power Wash Simulator teaming up with Warhammer 40K. Did I buy this? No. But just the absurdity of the factor of incorporating like the rhinos and the dreadnoughts and everything into a game like Power Wash Simulator is just absurd and so appropriate for this show that it had to be number 1 for the stories last year.
Yes.
So. All right.
Chris, I didn't download it.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Weird.
Download it now.
Okay. So I may, because I keep getting encoding overloaded and then keep seeing the lagging, I may try, I'm probably going to so I streamed I wanted to test things at 720. So I'm probably going to downgrade that and see, or I'd test things at 1080. But we don't really need to be at 1080, so I will downgrade that after the show and fix all that, since it seems
probably
to be
better if people didn't see all this in like high def.
It's not like we're really working on like extremely high def cameras here. So like I have one, but it's not fully to its maximum potential. So I just wanted to try and see if it was, and it looks like that was a failed experiment. So, all right. So those were your top 10 stories. So, with that, I will say, just as a patron plug on here, that just because this is going out on the podcast feed as well, that if you saw in the pre-show, I gave a quick glance of a dice tower that I'm working on. I'll pull it up again here. That will be going out to patrons soon. Well, I don't say soon. Probably be at least a month or so, because I need to actually, I've designed it. Now I need to actually go cut it and then do all the development on that side of like, okay, this part doesn't work exactly as I wanted it to, all that stuff. And then hopefully I'll be sending this out. But it's easier for me to send stuff like this out than ordering dice. So, because I can make to order this kind of stuff. And the hope is that as I'm, the hope is like as you're, I can't speak. As you back more and more, that you'll be able to use this tower and stack it higher and higher, so that you can really show people how cool you are. And the audio capture is going to be better than on here because I'm not using audio from here. The audio goes. This is why I record stuff separately. This is just a backup in case I forget to hit the button over here. But yeah, so that is. That's just a quick thing. boardswords.com/Patreon. If you get some cool Dice Tower stuff. If. So, I think I'm wondering because with the audio, with the stream quality being the way it is, I think I'm going to, because I have the recording here, I can mash up the video outside and re-upload it. Because I don't know if I want to chance playing the video with the quality being the way as off and on as it is.
Makes sense.
So, we're gonna intro the video, and then we'll go do the show follow out, and then after that we will go into bonus bits. But that'll be off Discord, or that'll be off YouTube, so things should be a little bit better. So does that work for you?
That works for me.
Because I still never heard about your Vegas trip.
That's right. We did not talk about that yet.
So, all right. So now that we've done all that, I was lucky enough to sit down with Chris Colston, who works over at Cubicle 7 on the Warhammer Wrath and Glory RPG, the Warhammer 40K Wrath and Glory RPG. He's one of the writers for that. And specifically, we were talking about, I don't think I have the book still here, the new book that they came out with recently, which is Threat Assessment Xenos. So talking about the development of all that. So here we go. All right, and we're back. Funny how that works, right? So fun fact that I put it in the show notes, but I don't have it up here on the screen. Actually, let's cut to this. So I found out we weren't able to talk about it during the recording, but I had a question that was like, so we did all this talking about Wrath and Glory, and I was like, hey, there's that Space Marine 2 thing is really popular. Is there anything going to be happening with Space Marine 2? And he's like, I can't say. I can neither confirm nor deny. And then literally over the Christmas break, or actually it was before Christmas because it was I found it when we were going to push the show up. They released a It's like a $5 PDF. Let me see. Give me a sec. I will pull that up because I have sheets on here, and I put the note in there. There we go. Warhammer 40K Wrath and Glory Space Marine 2 tie-in. So the bugs are the feature, as are your friends from Space Marine 2. 102 are blah, blah, blah. It gets the Features tons of bugs, but also a few surprising features. It's all about fighting Tyranids. If you're familiar with Wrath and Gloooooria, you'll know that while there are a few bugs in it, they're mostly just there to take your denim. Not so anymore, because Purgel's War marks the first appearance of iconic Tyranid threats like the Carnifex, or Tyranid Wars, or even just some Hormagaunts. So, a lot of info on it. You've got a slew of new deadly threats. The Death World of Kadaku, there we go, features in the book. So does Avarax. And you get the stats to play as Titus, Gadriel, and Chiron, if that's your jam, or just have them as NPCs.
Nice.
So yeah, if you want to play Space Marine 2, then in an RPG format, then you can now. Like I said, it's like $5. I think it is. Let me double check that. Yeah, $4.99. It's just a PDF add-on. So there you go. If you wanna add some Space Marines 2 to that. By the way, I gotta say, this is a funny story. So I have a habit of things annoying me at first, and then just I keep hearing it to the point that I'm then using in a joking format.
Okay.
To where it no longer annoys me. Like, for instance, I had a friend who his sister used to always say BT dubs instead of for by the way. And I'm like, that's more work. It used to bother me. Like, but it just got to the point where I'm pretty sure you've heard me say BT dubs before.
I think I've said it too.
Yeah. It gets to the point where it just gets past but I bring that up because when Space Marine 2 came out, there was a while, like every other video or so would call it Space Marines 2.
Yes.
Like, we're going to play Space Marines 2. And then it would like slightly irritate me. And just now it's to the point that like I do it as a joke because of how weird it is, that I'll be like, all right, and I'll tell Ashley like, hey, I'm going to go play some Space Marines 2.
I'm not sure that's how you pluralize those words.
the sushis and the sashimis.
Oh, I can go for some sushis and sashimis.
But all right, that is. Let me get on here. That is actually it. What we got for the show. Like I said, for the patrons in the chat, we're gonna jump on to Discord, and it'll be a little bit better to do bonus bits. But I'm gonna play that music.
And that's been our show. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us while we try to fix all of our settings on the fly. That's if for some reason we ever have a show that runs smoothly, it was AI generated.
Dang it! You just took my end piece. I don't know.
You're welcome.
I was going. I hadn't gotten it, but.
If you like what you see, you got to check us
There you
out. Boardandswords.com. It's got the you go to /live. That's got the link to the streaming channel plus the schedule we try to stick to. Boardandswords.com. Just browse the website, man. We got stuff going on there. Chris is updating things, and like there's posts happening all over the place. I don't even know.
I got a review in the pipeline comparing all 3 books for Tales of the Valiant, the Cobalt Press thing that we talked with Wolfgang a couple weeks back, to the new D&D 2024 books, minus the monster manual, obviously. But that'll be going up on the website in the next week or two.
There we go. See? And also check us out, boardandswords.com/Patreon. You can support us. And Chris is making dice towers for you guys. That's amazing. Who doesn't want a dice tower? You're wrong.
People that are not for the show.
Yeah, people that are anti
dice goblins.
Click clack math dice.
Lumberjack?
Oh, math rice. Math rocks. That's the word I was looking for.
All right. Feedback at boardsandswords.com. That's where we want y'all to go and email us if you've got any comments, feedback for the show. If you've got people that you want to hear us talk to in the new year, that'll be great. So send us an email. Let us know what to talk about. You can find us on Blue Sky at boardsandswords.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Boards and Swords Pod. So, thank you so much. We will be back Monday. Like I said, we've got the gang from Loot Studios here to talk about a board game that they're working on. So that'll be great. But we'll be back then. In the meantime, like I said, go check out patreon.com/boardsandSwords. Help us out. And just know that every gamer has a story. And this one, the prattled on too much because the audio cut out. And now I'm just talking over nothing. Where's the... Did I do the... Aw. I didn't put the crickets noise on here.
Oh, you need crickets? I got crickets.
All right. We're gonna can this so that wrap this up, and then we'll see you guys on Discord.